What's going on, everybody? Today I figure we'll do a pretty simple, easy video for a pretty effective upgrade. We'll be replacing the factory front and rear chassis braces, which run along right there and there. It's 2 screws each. It's pretty simple, and we'll replace them with the Hot Racing front and rear aluminum braces. The part number for that is right there, AON 28C01. Comes with 2 screws here, the brace, the rear, and that part number is AON30C01. That's for Hot Racing. But I'll link these two in the description below. Or if you get a different brand or whatever, this should still be pretty similar, same process. So we'll get right into this and get started. Should be pretty simple for those, a lot of new people in the hobby, so you know, give you a little like visual of how easy it actually is. All right, guys, let's get started. I've got all these installed, so what I'm gonna do is just go over everything. It'll make it a lot easier because there's certain things that are a little finicky, and if I do it now rather than going through it and you guys dealing with it while I deal with it, it'll be a bit of a pain. But it's still easy, but this will make it even easier. So right off the bat, we're gonna take the wheel, remove the wheel, then we're gonna take this body post, come to the back side, remove this bottom screw, just take it out and put it aside. That way we can take this body post and we're gonna twist it up. So twisting it up is gonna allow us to get to this screw and this screw back here, because these both need to come out. When you're doing the rear brace, take this screw, this Allen out, and you're gonna have 2 spacers right here, 1, 2. Your thinner one is on the battery side. Your thicker one is on the motor side, this one right here. So when you put this brace in, you can take your Allen bolt and get your small spacer and kind of set it halfway in, and then put your brace in and push it through, then take your thicker one and push it through. So kind of going step by step. That'll make it a lot easier than trying to get it all in at one time. Taking this brace out right here, taking this screw, pull it out, take this brace, lift it up, move it over. That's for the front. But your bottom one for the rear mount is really easy, straightforward. The front, take this bottom mount right here, right there. Put that in first. Keep it a little bit loose, don't crank it down, because you want to be able to move this right here. This has a little lip that goes underneath this plastic, and why we loosen this back here is so we got a straight shot to this Allen bolt right there, because it's not straight. You're gonna either strip the head out or strip the metal out, and you don't want to do that because you probably don't have a tap to retap it and deal with all that. So with this, you're gonna lift it up. You can leave this and just move it over as far as it'll go. And then you can, since you've got the bottom still loose down there, you can move this, you know, back and forth, and it's still loose enough to where this will kind of guide itself into its hole. Make sure it's straight. So you can button that down, you can tighten that down, tighten this bottom one down, tighten all this up, put your brace back on. You can tighten that up. Then you'll straighten this back out, this right here. Put your bolt back on. My dogs want to say hi again. And put the wheel on, and that's pretty much it. And it's pretty easy. All right, first thing we're gonna do, take this bolt out of here, screw out of here. All right guys, so right here, taking this out, the body post is in the way. So here's a pretty simple way to get to that. There's 2 screws in the back, right here, there, and that one's, the one below it is out. So loosen this top one, take the bottom one out, and you can just twist that up. All right, so now we got that top piece out. We'll go to the bottom. Take this guy out right here. And you can drop your spacers everywhere like I did. Spacers, should be 2 of them. All right, so what we're gonna do here first is take the upper one, get your small spacer. There's 2, bigger, smaller. Smaller one is gonna be on first, so it'll be on the battery side. We'll get this started. So put the bolt through, get your spacer through, just enough to get it started. Now you can put this flat piece in, right back down there, and get this lined up. Actually, we'll go on the other side, it'll be easier. And get that set in its hole. Watch out for your battery straps. Just like that. Now take your thicker spacer, just like that, right there. So all that's lined up good. We're gonna leave that loose for now until we get this bottom one. And my dogs just want to say hi, so. All right, just like that. So we'll go ahead and tighten this one up, and we'll get this guy. All right, so we got the top one out. I'm gonna move to the bottom, which will be this far forward one. All right, here, the front one, this little lip on the front goes under this top bit here. Do the chassis one first. So the bottom one, if you set the chassis first, it lines up with the top. It's a lot easier to deal with. Just keep the chassis one a little bit loose so you can move it around up on the top, and then once you get that top screw in, you can tighten everything down and it should be good. Just take this brace, get it loose from the back, and just up and over, get it out of the way, and you got a straight shot. Pop that back in place. And put this back in here, turn this back up, put your Allen back in this, and that should be pretty much about it.